3 goals to nothing. Mauritius got a better of Togo 2-0, and Senegal 2, Sudan 0, Morocco 5, Niger 0 in that very one, while Ivory Coast also defeated Burundi 1-0, Egypt 2, Ethiopia 3. Meanwhile, South Africa defeated Lesotho 3 goals to nothing to move to 16 points and keep Nigeria and Rwanda at arm's length with less than 3 matches remaining for them. Goals from Molaisen Nkota, Lady Foster, and Oswing Apolis gave South Africa the victory as they extend a 16-point adrift of their chasers. So that result of South Africa yesterday, or the game yesterday, was one that so many Nigerians, kept their eyes glued on the one of Benin Republic, because of the fact that they know that any mistakes or any slip up from those teams, especially for South Africa, could be an advantage for them. But then South Africa took their destiny in their hand. That is what it seems. Do you think that with the victory of South Africa, Nigeria should lose hope?
No. Nigeria, we shouldn't lose hope at all. What we have to do is to focus on our remaining matches and make sure that we win the whole matches. If we win them, then if the outcome favors us, then we can qualify. It will be very, very wrong to be dependent on the outcome of another match, So concentrate on your own, take it one at a time, and that's what we are doing. Our next match after today with Rwanda, the next opponent will be South Africa. Then in South Africa, I know it's going to be very, very difficult because they're going to play away to South Africa. So if you can go to South Africa and win them there, irrespective of the scoreline, be it 1-0, 2-1, 2-0, whatever we get, let it be that maximum 3 points. If we're able to achieve this, certainly we'll have a hope. But for now, I know that our future is no longer in our hands. We are now dependent on the result of another country. Like yesterday, so many Nigerian fans actually expected South Africa to draw points, but they ended up winning their match convincingly. So I think we're not supposed to monitor the outcome, the result of other countries. Let's focus on winning the remaining matches, before us. If you do that, definitely, God's willing, because it is no longer in our hands to qualify. Okay, we are in a very, very precarious situation, but if we win our matches, maybe we can have the chance to qualify to the World Cup, which most Nigerians want to see the Super Eagles of Nigeria qualify.
All right, most Nigerians want to see the Super Eagles qualifying for the next World Cup, but I can tell you that it's a very, very dicey one because they find themselves in a very tight corner, having, racked up just 7 points after playing 6 games. Currently, they are in action against Rwanda as we speak, and I can tell you that the Nigeria Super Eagles are still holding on to their 1-0 lead in the first goal scored by Tolu Aroko Dare in the 51st minute. That game is in the 75th minute as we speak, so far. But then, Lamasia, let's talk about the, formation and the lineup of the Super Eagles. The coach, Eric Chell, decided to go for 4-2-3-1 formation. But the most talked about, changes in this first starting lineup was deploying Frank Onyeka at the right wing. And you can see that right wing wasn't working proper. Why? Why should he deploy, Onyeka, a midfielder, in a right wing in such a crucial match?
Well, I think the coach have been training with these players. They have been training both day and night, and he understands the reading and has interpreted the formation and explained them the tactics to the players and the team officials. So I think he understands better than most of us because we are not the ones training the players. Though Onyeka playing in his position currently may not be a good one, but I think there may be a hidden strategy which for now I may say is playing out positively for him, because as it stands now, Nigeria is leading with a goal. So whatever formation that can give the Super Eagles of Nigeria the maximum 3 points today will be welcomed. Most times we have played good football, controlled the games, you know, being cheered by the fans, and at the end of the day, we couldn't get a maximum 3 points. The matches remaining is no longer all about how beautifully, how well played. What will now require this result. So any result at all that can give the coach, the team, positively will be welcomed. So I think there is no, actually, nothing wrong with the outcome or the formation so far with the lineups. Everything is in place. But understand that this is Nigeria. If the coach wins the match, he will be celebrated. But whenever he loses, definitely fans will point accusing fingers on him. And that is why he's completely, talking about Eric Chell, our coach, completely in charge. So what Nigerians are expecting today is that maximum 3 points against Rwanda. Any means that can be achieved positively will be welcomed. So gone are the time we keep actually pleading or yearning for good play. For now, it is no longer required. What we need is to be in the next World Cup.
What we need is to be in the next World Cup, and fanciful football can't achieve that result. According to La Masia, that whatever tactics, whatever techniques that it takes the Franco-Malian, he should do that and get us all 3 points. But then we need to properly dissect this game, because getting the point, yes, I think that should be celebrated by most Nigerians. But then again, as analysts, you need to talk about this, you know, the tactics and the players' formation, because that is what, you know, makes you a good analyst. In the first lineup, he decided to deploy Lukman Ademola as a supporting striker, more like playing the midfield instead of the left wing that is usual. And how do you assess that, you know, rejigging of formation? Has he really paid off?
Well, you know, Osimhen started as the striker, the .1 striker, and he decided to deploy Ademola Lukman behind Osimhen and have Simon and Oyeka, you know, in both flanks. So in both flanks. So maybe the objective of the coach might be to take advantage of the team flow. He wanted to, you know, make the game go round, whereby trying to disengage the defense. And I think that formation was interrupted when Osimhen was injured. So the injury of Osimhen that led to his substitution actually distracted or obstructed that particular formation. So I think so far, having Ndidi and Iwobi in the midfield has given the player that free flow. Because if you are watching the match, you understand that there has been a very, very good flow. The passes are flowing very well. Iwobi and Ndidi actually doing that. And from the defense line, we see Aina and Frederick and Bassi. They were actually doing very well, trying to coordinate themselves, make sure that they keep, you know, flowing forward. We are actually playing attacking football, not minding the fact that maybe the coach decided to play 4-2-3-1 formation, which is targeted at possessing the ball more. So the sole objective of the coach, you know, with the formation is to make sure that we take control, take possession of the game. And if that is achieved, definitely there will be free flow of passes, whereby our key striker, being Victor Osimhen, will receive more passes and actually try to convert 1 or 2 goals. That was actually playing out. It was actually working out until Osimhen was injured. Then he decided to actually do with what he has.
Now, for the Rwanda team, they started with a 4-1-4-1 formation. More like try to play caution, be on the defensive side. Do you think that that formation is working out well for them so far? Because just conceding just a goal in the 80th minute, there is still time for them to equalize. Have they perfected that, you know, formation well?
Well, the sole objectives of the Rwandese is actually to decongest, to make the game very, very difficult, to congest rather, and make it very, very difficult for the Super Eagles. So far, it was working out for them because the time came in the playoff where they actually went home trying to defend, and you see the Super Eagles of Nigeria taking possession, you know, trying to control the games. It was working out for them. they came to defend. They came to defend. They never had the intention of winning the game, judging from how they play. So this was working out for them until the goal was scored against them. So with the scoreline, I would no longer say that it's favoring them because they have been, they are losing the game. So I want to believe that maybe at the 9 minute of the game, they will come out to look for a goal. And that is why the Super Eagles of Nigeria have to be more careful, especially from the defense line, not to be reluctant with the game, not to be reluctant with the passes and the movement of the ball. If the Super Eagles defenders can actually concentrate, as they have done so far, till the end of 90 minutes, certainly they will keep the Rwandese at bay. And when that is done, definitely it will be in favor of the Super Eagles of Nigeria. As it stands now, they are doing fantastically well. I don't see the coach actually going for another goal. He might have given instruction to the players to concentrate, take possession, play safer, and make sure that no equalizing game comes in. Certainly that is achieved. We now hope to play South Africa in their home soil in our next match.
Honestly speaking, do you see the Super Eagles holding on to this 1-0 advantage until the final whistle?
Yes, I don't think they will be in a hurry to get another goal, considering how defensive, their counterpart, the Rwandese are. So what they just need tonight to make sure they control more of the ball, hold the ball, play to instructions, the midfielders, try to control the free flow of the game, while the defenders, concentrate on, defending very, very well. Because if any mistake comes in from the defense line and they concede a goal, it's going to be very, very disastrous. So all they need to do is to be very, very conscious with the game and continue to maintain status quo. So if that is being done, certainly we hope to play our next match against South Africa.
Hope to play.